Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty excited to bring you some updates, some plans, some things I've been working on. I haven't done a full channel update in a long time because the channel just was not a priority for a long time. Life happens and I got a little bit caught up in some personal health struggles. I am very pleased to say that through some very drastic and extreme health changes, I'm doing a lot better. My mental health has improved. My physical health is rapidly improving. I was having a resting heart rate of over 100 day and night. I never slept. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in, and I really didn't know what to do. I've been on CPAP for over a year. I'm doing some other stuff, and everything has kind of got back going again. So I wanted to talk a little bit now about the channel. For those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that I went dormant for a while. I haven't had any money to do anything. I haven't had any energy to do anything. And quite frankly, if I had some energy, it was trying to sleep because it just never happened. So I've kind of crested that hill, I suppose, and we are headed on the up and up as far as that's concerned. So I decided to set myself some personal goals, some personal achievements for the month of February. As of February 1, the shorts algorithm changed and monetization for shorts became a reality. Now, with that becoming a reality, it presents new opportunities for income, which I am in quite desperate need of. So what I decided was, rather than continuously struggle to do the same thing, I would do something different. I went back through a lot of my old folders of edited videos. I found a lot of stuff I really loved that maybe did nothing. And then I just tried one by one different segments of videos and different types of content sharing. So when I would post a video 4 or 5 years ago that I would spend a week or two filming, drone work, editing, music, everything, I would post it, it'd get 100 views. Now I chop it up into 3 pieces, I post it as a short, I get 4,500 views. So I'm trying to capitalize a little bit on the work I've done and things I really love that maybe didn't achieve the audiences I had hoped, because a lot of what I've done always is stuff that I'm very proud to represent myself and my creative vision. So I've reshared a fair bit of my content. I've been making new content. I've been sharing what I can share. My car is parked about an hour from me on a regular basis, and it has been broken. It has been broken now for 3 months. It has not moved, started, or done anything in 3 months. I have received some offers of help from many of you. Thank you, Larry, and everybody else from all over. Vincent Novello set me up with a technician from Louisiana. I did my best to troubleshoot it. I've just been unable. So King Boss Quad, who's an active part of the channel, has offered to field some of the repairs for me. I am going to send my car to him, and he will, over the course of some evenings and weekends with some help from friends, hopefully get the car back up and running and on the road. That is a pretty huge thing at this point because I do not have the funds to take it to a dealership to have it fixed. I'm in that catch-22 where I can't afford to have it broken and I can't afford to fix it. So something has to give. This is an opportunity. I can't say enough about the friends I've created and the relationships that have helped me through a very large portion of my life. So, back to the channel. February, I posted a lot. I posted a lot of shorts. I posted very little long-form content. This is the first video in weeks that I've posted that is long-form content. And I thought I would share with you some of the findings from my bit of a YouTube social experiment. My goal has been to be a YouTuber. My body has kind of run out of the hard days left for me to work on it. If I do 8-10 hour days on my feet, I could be bedridden for 1 to 2 weeks, which obviously is not ideal. So I'm trying to shift and get the channel flowing and content flowing. So I did myself a personal social experiment with the shorts. What I did with the shorts, I posted at least 1 video per day. I think I posted 3 videos in 1 day. I had kind of scheduled content for weeks ahead of time, all set up, ready to go at the same time every day. And then I posted fun stuff that arose in between and around the other content that I thought was interesting, relevant, maybe weather related, maybe a holiday related, maybe like depending on what it was and what I felt was appropriate. I was just trying different things. So the channel for the last while has been getting between 25 and 30,000 views per month. unbelievably proud of this. Cannot say enough kind words. Everybody's been amazing. So, what did posting every day get me? It doubled in a bit. I got about 65 to 68,000 views in a 30-day period over the course of February. February is only 28 days, but YouTube is calculated in chunks of 30. So, I did very well. I essentially doubled my views. I increased my revenue, which I dipped hard in January. Everybody felt it. I was no exception. I increased my revenue by about 20%, which is fantastic. All growth is growth. All progress is progress. Subscriber growth was up, I want to say, by about 40%. It's not been very good as of the last probably year. It's been very, very low compared to what I've been used to for a while. But that is to be expected when you're not as active and forthright with all of my content channel management, interactions, responding to comments, all of the things that I would normally do on a very regular basis and very frequently and somewhat aggressively went to the wayside. It is what it is. Again, when you have mental health battles and your body is shutting down and you are expecting your heart to stop, you focus a little bit more on oneself and a little bit less on the extracurriculars. But we're working through that. And hopefully once the car's fixed, I can shave this animal sanctuary off. It is unbelievably thick and I hate it. It's horrible. I overheat more and it's gross to sleep in. I'm not a beard dude. So I'm gonna clean this up at some point. I'm hoping to get the car fixed so I can do it sooner rather than later. So next steps. I've been trying to come up with a bit of a content strategy. I want to make consistent content and I want it to be posted on a regular scheduled basis, like all the big channels do. And I did it for a while. The channel did really well, and then I got really lucky with some really big videos, and I kind of coasted on that for a while. And then, obviously, health and everything. So over the 6 years, it's just been a roller coaster. So going forth, I am going to start up some sort of a podcast style system discussing car stuff. I've been doing a little bit with Between Two Fenders, which has been a ton of fun, and it's kind of given me a reason just to go fire the camera up. Just to keep myself talking and thinking about the automotive industry, which in my opinion is so unbelievably uninspiring right now. There is nothing new or interesting coming out. There is nothing of value. It's just another EV or another hybrid or another crossover that looks like everything else. So I've been trying to come up with ways to inspire myself to do what I've always loved doing. Discussing cars, creating conversations, growing this community around all of this stuff. So not having any money to put into my car, not even really having money to put gas in the tank at all times, being behind on payments and struggling to get caught up and everything I've been dealing with. My strategy going forward will be doing at least one podcast style video. I'm working on getting some people to join me and do some conversational style podcasting. I love it. I've become quite a fan of watching it. And I thought, if I'm a fan of watching it, why would I not create that for my community base that I've grown? Because it's a great form of content. I would like to do a couple of shorts a week, and I would like to do 1 to 2 long form content videos per week about something beyond that. I've been trying to share a little more of my life behind the scenes. Previous jobs, I've not had the opportunity to really share what I do. And I've done some pretty freaking cool things. I've built some of the wildest house trailers you could have ever imagined. And I mean, custom to the point that they had dialysis units. They had wheelchair accessible ramps. They, like, just the coolest things. Plumbing, electrical, framing, siding, insulation, flooring, arborite. I've probably put 8,000 or 9,000 tubes of caulking through a caulking gun. All manual. No automated tools. I have rolled and cut tens of thousands of feet of metal. I calculated it once. Over 5,000 hours behind a table saw. I'm a master carpenter. I've been woodworking since I was 12 years old. And it's been hella fun. I've been teaching people and doing home renos and building cabinetry for people. So I'm trying to bring a little bit more of that to the channel, just so you guys know what's going on when I'm maybe busy or preoccupied, or if I'm having a down day or whatever. Like, life is life, and it's very difficult a lot of times. Being an adult is a lot of work. So I'm trying to just share a little bit more of what goes on behind the scenes and what I'm working on and my shop reno and this and that, like everything going on. I want to get into sim racing and do some other things car related to keep my mind sharp and focused and keep myself engaging in that without tying up a huge amount of cost. So there's also that coming. But I'm trying to come up with a good system strategy to share what I'm doing, what I'm working on, things that are going on in the industry that are somewhat relevant. I've been working with my brother Dill to come up with some content strategies because he's probably one of the funniest people I know, and I would really love to involve him and grow the channel. This is going to be some pretty crazy opportunities coming up, and I would really love to capitalize upon them. And the last kind of bit of information would probably be the merchandise. I know every YouTuber on earth is selling merchandise, and I know every YouTuber on earth is giving away this and that and the other. I have no means or ability to do this. So I'm not going to do that. I am not going to lie to you. I am not going to pretend to be doing something I'm not doing. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to design what, in my opinion, is some of the best merch in the game. It is all done by me, by hand, on a application called Procreate on an iPad with the Apple Pencil. And I am taking some of my favorite art and favorite content that I've ever created, and I am trying to turn it into art that I really enjoy. Everything I'm trying to do, I really enjoy. I would personally do, watch, wear, consume, all of it. If I am doing it and my name is on it and it is associated with my brand, it is something that I am very, very passionate about. So that is kind of the correlation between everything. I'm trying to hit this from multiple fronts and take all of the unbelievable support I've had over the years and both give back and keep creating. That's kind of the name of the game. Once I can afford to do giveaways, I'm going to start very small, but I would love to give away some merch. I would love to send some merch down south of the Canadian border to some of you guys that have watched me for a long time. And I mean, I see the comments, I read the comments, I try to smash the heart button and leave replies and stuff because it really matters. You don't quite realize when I go out to the garage and make a video about an electric car, which, as I've just said, is a very uninspiring field, and somebody leaves a very nice message on it that has watched the channel for a while, and they give you these little boxes that show how long you've been subscribed. Some of you have been 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Unbelievable. It really kept me going. It kept me pushing through, knowing that despite all of the struggles, there was more on the horizon for me than just struggle and hardship. So from the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate the support, and I couldn't be more thrilled with everything that has kind of come out of the struggle and out of the hard work and out of the perseverance. And I don't know, it's kind of a crazy time right now, I guess. That's it for now. Till next time, drive safe, take care, and behave, as always.